My child, be still for a moment and breathe. Let the noise around you soften and let your heart open. I am here with you now. I have always been near, even when you felt alone, even when you wondered if anyone saw the weight you were carrying. I see you. I know you by name. I know the nights when your thoughts would not rest, and the mornings when you rose, even though your strength felt thin. You did not arrive at this moment by accident. I have led you here. Hear me clearly, my child. Satan wants you to ignore this message. He wants you distracted by fear, by doubt, by the memory of what went wrong. But I am speaking to you now because you are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are not late. You are right where I intended you to be. You have asked why the road felt longer for you, why others seemed to pass you by while you were still learning to stand. You questioned whether the tears meant failure, whether the closed doors meant rejection. But I tell you this with love and certainty: nothing you endured was wasted. Every delay shaped your endurance. Every setback strengthened your discernment. Every moment when you had to trust me without seeing the outcome was preparing you for something greater than you could have carried before. My child, I have prepared you. I prepared you in silence when no one applauded. I prepared you in waiting when impatience tried to steal your peace. I prepared you when you learned to forgive without an apology, to keep going without reassurance, to believe even when the evidence felt thin. You thought those seasons were empty, but they were full of purpose. I was forming depth within you, roots that would not be shaken when the winds arrived. Look back now and notice how you are not who you once were. You see differently. You feel more deeply. You understand the pain of others with compassion rather than judgment. That did not happen by chance. That happened because I was refining you. Gold is not shaped in comfort, and strength is not born in ease. Yet I never left you in the fire alone. I stood with you, guarding your heart, measuring every trial, allowing nothing that would destroy you. My child, lift your eyes. You are more visible than you think. Even when you felt unseen, I was positioning you. Even when you felt behind, I was aligning events in your favor. Divine timing is not rushed, and it is never random. I move in sequence, step by step, moment by moment. What seems delayed to you is often protection. What seems hidden is often preparation. I know you grew tired of explaining your faith to those who could not understand your journey. I know you felt misunderstood when you chose peace over chaos, integrity over shortcuts, patience over panic. But hear me now. You are chosen, not because you are perfect, but because you are willing to trust me when the path was unclear, willing to keep your heart soft in a hardened world, willing to rise again after disappointment tried to settle into your spirit. My child, you were never meant to break. You were meant to become. That is why I allowed you to walk through valleys that taught you how to listen, how to pray, how to depend on me rather than your own strength. That is why I closed doors that looked promising but would have cost you your peace. That is why I removed people who could not go where I am taking you. Loss was not punishment, it was redirection. Feel this truth settled within you now.
You are not behind schedule. This is your appointed time. Not tomorrow, not someday far away. Now. The wisdom you gained, the patience you learned, the faith you carried through uncertainty have aligned. You are stepping into a season where clarity replaces confusion, where calm replaces fear, where purpose rises above pain. Imagine yourself standing on higher ground. The air is clearer here. The weight you carried feels lighter because you are no longer dragging yesterday into today. You can see farther now, not because the path is easy, but because your vision is sharper. I am inviting you to trust me at this level, where fear no longer leads your decisions and doubt no longer defines your worth. My child, I am proud of you, proud of the way you endured quietly, proud of the way you loved deeply even when it hurt, proud of the way you kept your faith alive when circumstances tried to extinguish it. Rest in this moment. Let peace cover you like a gentle light. You are safe here. You are guided. You are held. And as you remain still with me, know this: what is coming will not overwhelm you, because I have already equipped you. What is unfolding will not confuse you, because I am ordering your steps. Trust me, I have led you here for a reason. My child, remain with me a little longer. Do not rush away from this stillness, for this is where your strength is renewed. The world has taught you to hurry, to worry, to measure your worth by outcomes and timelines. But I teach you to listen, to trust, to remember who you are. You are mine. Before you were known by others, I was known by me. Before you spoke your first word, I had already written purpose into your life. There were moments when you thought you had lost your way, when the familiar paths disappeared and all that remained was uncertainty. Yet even then, I was guiding your steps. I do not abandon my children in confusion. I walk with you when the road narrows, and I go before you when the path seems dark. Every step you took in faith, even when your hands trembled, mattered more than you realize. You wondered if your prayers were heard, if your quiet cries reached beyond the ceiling of your room. Hear me now. Every word reached me. Every tear was counted. Every unspoken plea was understood. I am not distant. I am attentive. I am closer than your breath, steady when your heart felt unsteady. When you felt too weak to hold on, I was holding you. My child, there is a strength within you that was born in surrender. You did not become strong by resisting pain alone, but by trusting me through it. That strength will now rise within you, not as force, but as confidence, not as noise, but as certainty. You no longer need to prove who you are. You no longer need to chase validation. What I have placed inside you will speak for itself in time. The season ahead requires calm courage, not fear-driven action. You will notice how opportunities begin to align, how conversations carry new meaning, how doors open without strain. This is not coincidence. This is sequence. I am arranging what seemed scattered. I am restoring what felt delayed, and I am doing it in a way that preserves your peace. Remember this, my child. Satan wants you to ignore this message. He fears what happens when you fully understand who you are and whose you are. He fears your clarity. He fears your endurance. He fears your obedience. But fear has no authority here. I have already overcome what tried to stop you. You do not fight for victory. You walk in it. Lift your heart now and release what you cannot longer carry. Release the guilt for not being further along. Release the regret for choices that taught you hard lessons. Release the fear that whispers that it is too late. I tell you gently and firmly, it is not too late. I am the one who redeems time. I bring beauty from what seemed broken and purpose from what seemed lost. You are stepping into a season where your presence brings peace, where your words carry weight, where your life becomes a quiet testimony of trust. Others will notice the calm in you. They will sense the steadiness you carry, and they